Hey child, and welcome back to my channel. Honey, it is time to get myself together. I have been wearing braids and wigs and all that stuff, but honey, the Chanel of textured hair care hooks me up with this unit, and I came to show it to y'all. Honey, this is There's Something About Mary Unit. Not only do they have a good hair, baby, they got good branding and packaging, because when I tell you, you're gonna see their name everywhere, I mean everywhere. So this is the Something About Mary unit. It is a kinky curly unit. It does have a small section of lace if you'd like to glue it down, but in my case, like I told y'all previously on my channel, I'm dealing with postpartum shedding, so I didn't want to do any gluing. So I wanted to show you what it looks like before you apply it, and then I'm going to show you how I attach it. So there are comb pieces on the side. They actually do give you some extra, as well as also an adjustable strap in the back if you'd like. So as far as application, literally it is the easiest thing ever. Now if you want to complicate it and get some bleach in and glue and all that, go right ahead, but honey, we simple over here. So I just throw this thing on, put it on the comb attachment, and this is what it looks like out the box. Now listen, very much so trust the process. These curls though, they felt amazing, they smelt amazing, because I'm a stickler for that. Like seriously, the more and more you touch it, it gets more voluminous. So even if you don't want to manipulate the texture, you can make this hair look cute out of the box. But y'all know I got to, I got to up the ante or whatever. So I'm gonna take the front, and that's where the bangs are. If you want them to be shorter, of course cut it, honey. Do whatever makes you happy, but I'm gonna twist it up and get it out the way just so that I can be a little bit more organized as I do it. And if you look, you can see the lace at the top of the hair, just give you a little scalpiana. But honey, I don't care nothing about bleaching knots and all that, so y'all gonna get what I'm serving right here, okay? So and then the lace in the front, go ahead and cut off the excess. If you're gluing it down, now would be the time to do that. But again, I'm trying to preserve my hairline, so it's probably best not to do that, but I did go in and cut the excess. You'll see I kind of cut it a little jagged, but I'm gonna go in and clean it up real good. So just kind of watch real quick, and I'm gonna catch my breath because I've been talking a lot, and then we're gonna get into the next step. Now, let me say this. When I started styling, I felt like it would look better and I would get better results if I co-washed it. So I pulled out my good on As I Am, baby, the best on the market, and I co-washed the hair. And so this is what the hair looks like straight out of the water, baby. This hair is ridiculously good. I told y'all, when I say they Chanel, I means that thing. So let's get into the styling of the Chanel, child. So we got the Texture ID Coils Twist Butter. It works amazing on these units. And so I applied some to this section, and then I brushed it in just to make sure it was on all the strands. And I decided to do a braid out. Usually I would do a twist out, but I felt like it would be cute and more elongated, and just like it would give a different feel to do a braid out. So I grabbed one section of hair and I braided all the way down, and then of course when I get to the ends of the braid, I twist it and coil it around my finger just to keep it tight. And so I'm going to show you one more time. In the bang area, I'm doing individuals, and then on the other side I'm gonna do something else, but we'll get to that in a second. So again, grab your little section of hair, add some styling product, and kind of brush it through just to make sure it's evenly distributed, and then braid all the way down. And I braid kind of tight just to make sure that the definition that I'm looking for goes into it. Now y'all know I'm a volume girl, I love me a big old afro, but for this look we actually gonna go for a little bit more definition. So again, braid it all the way down and then twist at the bottom. Now let's get into the rest of it. In the front we did individuals. Everywhere else we're gonna do a flat braid out, aka cornrows, because time saving. Okay, now I ain't the best braider in the world, I should say, but we're gonna get the job done. So again, soaking wet hair, add some styling product. You want to make sure you get it everywhere. So I brushed it through, and then I do a good old cornrow and just like braid it straight down. Now again, it's real hard for me to get these fingers coordinated, but I did what I could, and it's still gonna turn out cute, and y'all gonna see that in a second. So again, just go ahead and braid all the way down, and then seal the braid by twisting it around your finger. Honey, look at all that product. It's a wonder it didn't flake up, but child, listen. We grateful for it. Anyway, let's keep on going. And this is me showing you one more time, just on another section of hair. Grab a section of hair. You can do it as big or as small as you want, but just know the smaller the braid, the more definition. The bigger the braid, the less definition, you're gonna get more volume. And so I felt like I was getting a happy medium by just doing a bigger section, but also doing a cornrow, because it kept it kind of tighter than it would be if it was an individual braid. And so I was able to get the definition that I was looking for. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you watch the rest of this portion, and then we're gonna get into the next step. Ooh. And there we have it. And the best step is the next step, and that is to go to sleep. So I went to sleep with the unit off, honey. I did not sleep with no wet wig on my head. That's not sanitary. But anyway, don't you do it either. So once it was dry the next day, I went ahead and I took the braids down. Now I was being a little careful and taking down the braids just because I didn't want to add too much frizz. Now, of course, you're gonna get a little bit anytime you're manipulating the hair, but I didn't mind that. I just didn't want to go overboard to where it started looking a little bit more fro-like than it did a little more curly, which both looks are good, but I just wanted to go for something different. So again, I'm just kind of going a little slower and slowly unbraiding each braid and letting it separate where it naturally wants to separate, but not doing too much tugging, because again, the more you tug, the more definition you're going to lose. So yeah, for me, it was just good enough to just undo the cornrow and just leave my hair like it is. Well, the wig, but I mean, I guess it's mine because it's on my head. Whatever, y'all gonna see, just unbraid it and move on. Okay, so now that the cornrows are down, and do y'all see that definition? Baby, when I tell you this wig did not come to play. Now it's time to do the bangs. Now, of course, these braids are smaller, which means it's gonna have a tighter form, but that's what I wanted because the bangs were a little bit long. Now, of course, if you want them shorter, you can cut it, but I chose not to cut it because I wanted you all to see authentically what this wig had to offer before you do any type of manipulation. So let's get into this definition though. Do you see that? I know you do. I know you see it, honey. Listen, the curls was curling, the braids was doing everything that I needed it to do. So once all the braids were removed, it was more so about shaping and trying to decide how I wanted it to sit on my face. But once I got it, I got it. When I tell you this, something about Mary Unit was everything. It was so easy to work with. It felt amazing. It smelled amazing. The definition was everything because the quality of the hair is amazing. Seriously, HerGivenHair is top 2 and they ain't number 2. It is amazing. So make sure y'all click the link in my description box to shop this Something About Mary Unit, as well as everything else that HerGivenHair has to offer. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. I've spent my own coin with them before I got sponsored, and I'm telling you, their hair is amazing. So if y'all have any questions, leave them down below. I love y'all. Maki Dada, and I'm out this piece, and I'll see ya. Bye.